get you a good mirror. Get you a good mirror that allows you to look into it on a regular basis. We as men cannot afford to be delusional, right? We know that nobody coming to save us. You can't just say, you can't be reckless and then somebody gonna come out and scoop you up and treat you like a king or pay your way through life. The level of delusionment that women have, men cannot afford to have. Women can have a certain, they can be delusional and they can get away with it because they may get a lottery ticket. They may meet a man that takes care of them regardless of their past, regardless of their mistakes, regardless of their carelessness. But get you a good mirror. A mirror, you hold it to your face and you say, where am I lacking? It's not, yes, of course, you are a genuine person, you are just a unique article, a fine specimen as far as you're concerned, but we know our flaws. We know our flaws. So this could go as far as maybe recklessness in terms of spending, lack of budgeting ability. You could learn. You could write it down. You know, people talk about affirmations. I'm not really into that affirmation thing, but I do believe in writing things down and reading it aloud as this is what I want to be. And then trying it out each week to improve upon that. That's holding that mirror in front of you saying, hey, in the mirror, I've seen that my budgeting sucks. Okay, it's not the best. So in the mirror, I look at that and I say, I'm going to change that. Okay. I know that this method works. It can revolutionize your whole entire life, your whole entire being. But I don't want to sound like a motivation speaker. I just identify the key things that you can do better for yourself and hold that mirror regularly. If it's weight, you know what happens when you look at yourself in the mirror. You're like, okay, my goodness, I could lose some pounds here. I could lose some kgs. Um, you hold that mirror regularly, and as we age, it's important that we're conditioned to look at that mirror for ourselves because when men get older, they get less and less friends. Okay, you got less and less people on your team unless you're productive, like you're cashed up. People like to be around people with money. You know, I know him. Oh, him. Yeah, he owns that. He owns that. If you're that man, you know you're in a good circle. Of, you're in a good place. You know, because as we age, there's less and less friendships. So get that mirror for yourself because you need to. You want to develop yourself. You want to be proactive on that development. A good mirror in 2025 is essential for you to create that habit of development. It could be anger problems. If you got issues with your anger, you can tone it down. You can learn to be better because there are tools out there. Back in the day I had to literally physically get a library card and go and pay for that library card and then after that become a member and start hiring those books. Some libraries were free, but um, that's how we obtain knowledge. The process was very tedious. Now we have a device in our arms that can easily just you can access knowledge and everything. How to get rid of a bad habit? How to this? Yes, of course, there's a lot of nonsense advice out there, but then there is credible information out there that works. Get your good mirror in 2025. This topic has come about because I'm talking to a lot of young men who are unguided, misguided, and partly because of this whole single mother epidemic thing that it seems everybody is raised by their mamas these days. Yes, of course, there's mamas out there who are doing the best they can do, and the outcome is better than. But there's a lot of guys who just they have no masculine figure in their lives. So this is important. It's very, very important that you get yourself a good mirror, regularly checking how's my temperament, how's my money wise, how is what are my goals. Don't be chasing empty things like luxuries and everything else. Don't be following celebrities. It's nonsense. Don't be wearing branded stuff like Nikes and all this nonsense, Gucci's and Pradas and Louis. I know that there's a lot of paid singers, even in Afrobeat, because they on the same level. They're singing about the same stuff, and you feel like, oh, let me be part of that fresh. I want my drip to look like. Don't get a mirror in front of you. Look at what you can manage and work on that. goals, have money goals. I don't want to sound very, like I said, motivational speaker ish. I want to just be real. A lot of people are not looking in the mirror. They're behaving like females, where you're just deflecting and everything is because of, and we cannot afford that delusion, man, in men. You know, own it, turn out for yourself, get yourself a good mirror. Say, hey, in the mirror, I see a man that could be better in this area that's lacking in this. When does it start? Schedule it. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to put money aside. Starting tomorrow, I'm not going to eat as much fast food, takeout. I'm going to stop chasing toxic women who I know are toxic, because you need to be better for yourself in an older age. If you bring all these bad habits, you're not going to have a good life. I'm saying it because I love y'all, because I'm talking to a lot of young men and even older men that are not really, they're not really looking in the mirror and saying, how can I improve? The mirror is not just you're not a female. You're not looking in the mirror to admire yourself. You're looking at the things that you can do better at. And the better you become at those things, you'd be amazed the quality of life that you're going to have. You can even travel. You can start traveling and seeing the world and change your perspective. I've said enough. Hopefully, y'all picked a thing or two here and there. Peace, love, and blessings.